AITA for breaking my wife's family heirloom after she confessed to cheating on me? My wife, 38F, and I, 38M, have been married for 13 years, and we have 3 children. Our relationship had no major hurdles, and I loved my wife a lot. On our 5-year anniversary, my wife gifted me a vintage mandolin which was her family heirloom and which was passed down her family through generations. That was the most thoughtful gift anyone had ever given me, and I never loved my wife more than at that moment. I even learned to play the mandolin for my wife, and I am pretty good at it now. One of my favorite traditions is every year on my wife's birthday, I play 2 to 3 new pieces for her. However, everything changed last week when my wife herself confessed to cheating on me when her ex had to come to town one night. My wife seemed truly remorseful, and she had no reason to confess to me, but she did. She promised to give up drinking, give me access to everything, and a lot of other things. For that I gave her credit? But it still felt earth-shattering. My wife wanted to make this work, and I too wanted to make it work for our family, and because I still loved my wife. However, there was a lot of pent-up anger in me, and there wasn't an avenue for release. For a week, I did not speak much to my wife and was just stewing in anger. That is, until a couple of nights ago. I asked my brother if he could take our kids in for the night, and my brother was kind enough to do so. I then called my wife in for a serious discussion. I told her I wanted to make it work, and my wife was very grateful for that, and she thanked me a lot. But I told my wife I needed to do something first. I got the mandolin, and long story short, I threw it on the ground with force, and it broke into pieces. The gravity of what had just happened then struck me, and I regretted doing it, but I also felt a sense of relief. I no longer felt that anger, and it felt like a weight had been lifted of my shoulders. My wife, however, was devastated and she cried a lot. She didn't speak to me that night, but the next morning, she told me she understood why I did it. But she still seems very sad about it. It's been a couple of days since I did it and my wife still seems very sad about it. She's even cried a few times. Was I the age?